watched some movies. It is uh, the way I learn English. I learn
Definitely.
English from movies.
Okay.
I yeah.
And so what movies did you watch?
Uh, let's see. Best offer.
Best
The best,
Offer?
best offer. Yeah, this is a
Okay.
recent movie. Maybe you never heard. I don't know.
I don't think so. It's okay. Any other movies?
Yes. Some of Jim Carrey's movies.
Cool.
Yeah, something like that.
Which Jim Carrey movies?
Liar, liar.
Liar, Liar. Okay. Have
Yeah.
you seen it before?
No, I watched today.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, really nice job. And okay, yeah. And what about tomorrow? What are you going to do tomorrow?
Actually, I'm on a holiday.
Okay.
My lessons will start in 2 weeks, and I watch movies and I research something on the internet, and I walk like this. I spend my free time for this. This.
Okay. You'll spend your free time like that.
Yes.
Nice. It's a good way to spend free time. Okay. And Ismail, welcome to class. Ismail, how are you doing?
I am doing well, thank you, Joshua. How are you?
I'm doing well. It's nice to see you again. Um,
Nice to see you as well.
nice. And Ismail, what have you done today? What have you done today?
Actually, I slept uh, too much today, Joshua. I planned to join Veblen classes, but I couldn't. I felt tired and I fell asleep
Oh no.
during the day.
That's okay. So you took a nap. Um, yeah, sometimes naps are really good. Um, awesome. And okay. What about tomorrow? What are you gonna do tomorrow, Ismail?
Tomorrow, uh, actually, I don't plan during. I have no plan for tomorrow.
Okay.
Maybe
Watching.
uh, we go out with my family to a shopping center and shop something.
Okay. Okay. Nice. That'll be good. And Ismail, have you ever seen Liar Liar? Have you ever seen Liar Liar, Ismail?
Yes,
Okay.
Jim
So
Carrey. Jim
yeah,
Carrey.
yeah. Hussein just watched that movie. Can you talk about Liar Liar with Hussein for a minute? Maybe ask him some questions about what he thought about the movie.
Okay. Hussein, what do you think about Liar Liar? What is your first impression about this film? How was Jim Carrey?
Um, I think it's a good movie, and it's not it's not totally comedy, but it's a good, nice movie, and it's about I think to be honest, honesty, I guess.
Okay.
Do you like comedy films? What genre do you like uh, in movies?
Uh, I like comedy and drama, drama.
I like action movies more than the others, actually.
Okay.
And
Who's
do you
saying?
watch always? Do you watch often movie at weekends, Hussein?
Yes, I. It's often, and I try to learn English from the movies.
Oh, okay. You watch in English and
Yes,
uh,
I watch in English and with English subtitle.
Nice.
is
Good.
it
And
helpful?
you can ask. Can you ask one more time?
Is it helpful to improve English? Watching movies with original subtitles. Do you
Yes,
watch on computer screen or on TV?
I watch on the computer. Yes, also it's helpful, but it takes a process. It is uh, it you must be patient because it's a long time and not just happening.
It
I
takes a long time.
Yeah, yes, yeah. I've been watching the movies from 2 or 3 years.
For 2 or 3 years. But
Yeah,
good. That's awesome. Really good discussion, guys. And Soso, welcome to class. Soso, how are you doing?
Thank you, I'm good.
Okay. Soso, where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Saudi Arabia, but right now I live in the UK.
Okay. How do you like the UK?
Mm, I feel homesick.
Feel homesick?
Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been in the UK?
Almost a month,
Almost a month. Okay. How long are you going to stay?
just 1 year.
Okay, but a year. That's
Yeah.
quite a long time. Be good for your English, for sure. Um, okay. And good. Let's get started on class. Um, and let's have Soso, can you read the title and the next couple of lines?
Okay. Traveling the world. Today we will learn travel vocabulary, discuss traveling to different countries, talk about how to use public transportation.
Yeah, transportation. Can you repeat transportation?
Transportation.
Yeah, transportation. Good. Okay, and let's go to the next page. And Soso, can you ask Hussein the first question?
Hi Hussein. Do you like to travel? If yes, why? And if not, why not?
yes, I like to travel, and I like it because I have to. I have a opportunity to explore new place, new cultures, and meeting new people. I could say that.
Yeah.
Do you hear me?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
So I like it because I have the opportunity to explore new places, new cultures, and to meet new people. I think that's good. Nice. And Hussein, can you ask Ismail the next question?
Okay. Uh, what is the best place you have traveled to, and why did you like it, if you like?
The best place I have traveled to North Germany. Uh, I like the uh, green cover of North Germany very much. Everywhere was green. The
Okay.
nature the nature was excellent.
Okay. You said the best place I've traveled to wasn't Germany? or was definitely Germany?
I have traveled to was North Germany,
Was
north of
not.
north of Germany,
Ah,
the
was
north
north.
side. Uh,
Okay, it
the
was North Germany.
yes, the north side.
Okay, so we'd say the best place I've traveled to was North Germany. Or you could
Yeah,
say northern.
northern.
Everywhere was green and the nature was excellent. That'd be good. Okay. And so we've lost so. So, Ismail, can you ask Hussein the next question?
Hussein, what is the worst place you have traveled to? Why didn't you like it?
Um, the worst place I traveled to for me, but is that correct?
You could start out with a prepositional phrase, so say for me, the worst place that I've traveled to.
Yes, for me the worst place I have traveled to is uh, what can, England,
Okay. Why?
and why? Because I didn't have much time uh, to visit some place. I must study that time. I had to study during that time, and I didn't have free time, and also it's very rainy.
Okay. Yeah, that's one of the drawbacks for sure of England. Also, it's very rainy. Okay. Okay, cool. Really good answer. And so, Ismail, if you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Uh, I will. I am curious about northern country of Europe because I like nature very much, and I read lots of about the culture and history of the Vikings. Uh, and I am curious about watching Northern Light.
Okay. Also, I want to see the
In
northern lights.
Norway, fjords. Is it correct, Joshua?
Yeah, in the fords of Norway.
Fjords,
Fjords
fjords.
of Norway. Good.
Norway has excellent natural beauty.
Yeah, Norway has
Right.
excellent natural beauty. Good. Nice job. And welcome to class, Ken and Anatoly. Welcome. Ken, how are you doing?
Yes, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Natural beauty. Um, and Anatoly, welcome to class as well. Anatoly, how are you doing?
Hello, thank you. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. Okay, and so today we're talking about traveling. Let's get into some vocabulary. Ken, can you read the title?
Yeah, vocabulary. Read the words, ask about any you don't know.
Nice. Really good job. And Ken, can you read the first three words?
Okay, check in, take off, route.
Nice. Anatoly, can you read the next three words?
Hostel, hotel, sightseeing.
Good. The only small thing, hostel.
Hostel.
Yeah, hostel. And hotel. And hotel?
Hotel.
Yeah, hostel, hotel. And let's have Hussein. Can you read the last 3 words?
Okay. Suitcase, subway, hitchhike.
Good. And does anybody have any questions about any of these words? Any questions?
Hitchhike when we vote on the yes, on this picture on the right side. Yes.
Yeah. So when you walk on the road with your thumb out looking for a ride.
Yes.
Yeah. Any other questions?
What is hostel, Joshua? What is the difference?
We
Hostel
call
between
it
what?
voting. Voting.
Joshua, what is the difference? Hostel and hotel?
Good question. Can anybody explain the difference between a hostel and a hotel?
I think usually hostel is cheaper than hotel, and sometimes we have to share the room with other people. That's a
Yes.
hostel.
I agree.
With other people
Yeah, some
Yeah.
hostel.
that we don't know?
Yeah.
Yes. With
Like-
strangers.
Like a dorm.
Yep. That's what a hostel is. It's a good way to travel if you're looking to travel for not a lot of money. Yeah. And cool. Does anybody have any other questions? Okay. And so can each of you choose a word? And can you write a sentence in the chat box using your word? So choose a word and write a sentence in the chat box. Nice. And check in at 5 p.m. And let's get a new page. Sorry about my cat. And nice, Ismail. Nice, Ken. And Anatoly, are you almost ready? And
Yes.
Ken's
1 second.
okay.
Sightseeings. Pluralize. Use plural.
So sorry, what?
Sightseeings.
Okay, good. So let's read
And
Hussein.
use plural. In,
Yeah, well,
not only singular.
yeah, we'll get you to your sentence in a second. Just look through it. Let's start with Hussein's sentence. Hussein, can you read your sentence?
Okay. I check in 5 p.m. at the airport.
Good. I check in 5 p.m. at the airport. We're missing a preposition. What preposition is missing?
At.
At. Yeah, I check in at 5 p.m. at the airport. Can you read your sentence one more time, Hussein?
Okay. I check in at 5 p.m. at the airport.
Good. Nice job. And Ismail, can you read your sentence?
If I were in Norway, I would prefer to sightsee around the country.
Yeah. So usually when we use prefer, we'd use it in opposed to something else. You could say, I would prefer sightseeing instead of going to the theater today. Or you could say, I would prefer to sightsee instead of going to the theater. So I prefer to sightsee instead of going to the theater. But if we're just, I'd like to. I would like to sightsee. Or I would enjoy. Yeah, you could use either. So I would like to sightsee, or I would enjoy sightseeing around the country. Can you read that sentence one more time?
If I were in Norway, I would enjoy to sightseeing around the country.
Yeah, I would enjoy. Oh, sorry.
To sightseeing?
I would enjoy sightseeing, or I would like to sightsee. Okay, but good. And Helena,
correct, Joshua, around the country?
yeah, that's correct. It sounds a little bit odd. I would enjoy sightseeing. You could say around the country.
Yes.
Maybe I would say instead, I would enjoy going sightseeing. And it'd be kind of be implied that it was around the country. But I think that's good. That's good.
Okay.
Okay, and Helena, welcome to class. How are you doing?
Thank you, teacher. I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. And so we're just correcting some of the student sentences. So stick with us for a bit while we correct these sentences. Ken, can you read your sentence?
Okay. People are using websites or apps for hitchhike nowadays.
Good. Preposition?
Not for.
It's the infinitive.
Infinitive. In hitchhike.
Not quite. So how do we make the infinitive in English?
To plus original verb and to do hitchhike.
Oh, to hitchhike. Hitchhike is a verb.
Okay, to hitchhike.
Yeah. Can you read the sentence one more time?
People are using websites or apps to hitchhike nowadays.
Good. And Anatoly, can you read your sentence?
There are many sightseeings in Moscow.
Yeah, this is good. Sightseeing would be the gerund. So you could say, I enjoy sightseeing. There are many.
I use it as a nouns.
Yeah, which wouldn't really work in this sentence. We could say that. How would we change this?
There are many sites which we could see.
Close. We just need to make see the infinitive.
To see.
Yeah, there are many sights to see in Moscow. Can you read that sentence one more time?
There are many sights to see in Moscow.
Good. Nice job. And does anybody have any questions here? Any questions on this page? Okay. Oh, that's, yeah, we already did that. Let's go into this one, and let's start with, welcome to class, Ivan. Ivan, how are you doing?
Hi.
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 And so, yeah, welcome to class.
Thank you.
And Helena, can you try, or well, can you read the title and try the first sentence?
Oh, okay. Fill in the blanks. And the first one is, I got a flat tire.
Nice. Really good pronunciation, too. That
Thank
sounded
you.
good. You're welcome. Hussein, can you try the next sentence?
This isn't the car. I looked online. No. I reserved online.
Nice. Good job. Nice job with that ed ending too. Reserved. Okay, and Ismail, what about the next one?
I blanked my keys in my car. I locked my keys in my car.
Yeah, I locked my keys in my car. Can you repeat locked?
I locked my keys in my car.
Nice. Good job. Really good work. And let's try the next one. Ivan.
And Joshua, what does it mean? I locked my keys in my car.
Okay. So can anybody explain what lock? What's it mean to lock? Does anybody know what it means?
When you close using a key,
Yeah.
you know, when you get you have a door and then you want to close it using a key, then you're locking the door.
Yeah.
Yes, I know, but I couldn't understand this sentence. In this sentence, I locked my keys in.
This is an accident. Someone did that as an accident. Sometimes you leave the car and the keys are inside and the car locks itself.
I forgot my keys in my car. Locked.
Yeah, you forgot and the car locked itself. After some seconds, you know, and it locks itself. So then you cannot open it anymore. That's a huge trouble.
Yeah. Does that make sense now?
Yes, okay. Thank you.
Okay, good. And so, Ivan, what about the next one?
I think I ran out of gas.
Yeah, I ran out of gas. Good. Can you repeat ran one more time?
I ran out of gas.
Good. And so let's go to the next one, Ken.
I got into an accident.
Nice, I got into an accident. And Anatoly, the next one?
My car is making a lot of noise.
Good. And Helena, what about the next one?
My battery is dead.
Nice. And let's go to the next one, Hussein.
Can you give me a jump start?
Yeah. Can you give me a jump start? Can anybody explain what a jump start is?
It's like a fresh start.
Not quite.
When the battery of the car is dead, then you use another car and connects both with I forgot the cable. I don't know the name.
Yeah, jump cables.
Yeah.
Auxiliary battery.
Okay. Or you can use an auxiliary battery.
Battery.
Yeah.
An auxiliary battery. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's more common to use another car and connect them with jumper cables. And so yeah, you use the electricity from the other car's battery to start your car. Does that make sense? Hopefully.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And awesome. And Ismail, have any of these things ever happened to you? So has any of this ever happened to you?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, can you explain?
5 years, I went with my family out to have a dinner with my friends, in a restaurant, and I opened my car lights during the underground tunnel, and I forgot to turn off when I reached the restaurant. We ate dinner together with my friends, and after the dinner, we came to my car. I used my key to start my car, but I couldn't see any light on my panel, and my car battery was totally dead. We tried to a jump start, but we couldn't successful at jump start with my friend's car, and we left there. And the other day I bought a new battery and installed the new battery to my car, and I started my car and turned back to my home.
Nice, and drove home. Okay, good.
Oh.
Really good story. Nice job.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, good. Let's go to the next page. Ivan, can you read the directions?
Yes. Talk about the pros and cons of mass tourism and the effects it has or might have on local communities and the environment. Use the picture of, for example.
Okay, good. And let's start with Ivan. Can you try maybe talking about the first picture and talk about some pros and cons?
Yes. So first picture seems to be an Egyptian place because of these monuments, these buildings. I don't know. And pros and cons. Tourism in general have economic cons because of the money that tourists can bring in a country. The cons is about what tourists can do. You can make a dirty place, or can create a lot of mess. I don't know.
Okay, so they can pollute. They can make a mess. Okay, Ken, can you keep going? Can you talk about some pros and cons of mass tourism?
And which picture?
Any of the pictures, I guess. It doesn't really matter.
Okay. Mass tourism are beneficial for the local economy, and some local area, some nation, country rely on that income of the kind of tourism. That's a pro. And people enjoy, in the beautiful scenery there. That's also the advantage. But con is because of the too many people come to the same place, it damages the environment. That's probably one of the biggest cons for mass tourism.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably one of the biggest cons for mass tourism. Nice. Okay, good. Really good answer, Ken. Anatoly, can you think of any other pros and cons?
Okay. from the point of view tourists, the advantages, there are many advantages for tourists to be involved in mass tourism. It's cheaper. Usually, country can offer good service for tourists, usual service for tourists. There are also some disadvantages, cons of mass tourism. For example, tourists not always able to load in the background or atmosphere, better say, atmosphere of that place.
Yeah, for sure. Tourism kind of might destroy the atmosphere of a place. Yeah, really good. Does anybody else have anything to say on this point? Anything else to say?
Yes, Joshua. Some tourists don't obey the rules of the host country, and they don't respect the culture of the host country. They drank outside late in the night and yelled late in the night on the streets. People are going to be very, how can I say, not happy. The
Irritated
local
or angry.
local people get angry about.
Yeah. Local people might get angry.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Nice. Really nice. And so, does anybody else have anything to add? Okay, that was good. Let's skip that, and let's try this roll, and let's have Helena. Can you try to read this part?
Okay. You're a bus driver. A tourist wants to see the Corcovado statue in Rio de Janeiro, but they pronounce the name incorrectly. Correct them and tell them how to get to the statue.
Good. And so let's go, and Hussein, can you try reading this roll?
You're a tourist. You're asking a bus driver how to get to Covito. He doesn't understand you. Try to explain where you want to go using other words.
Good. Can you guys go ahead and try those rolls?
Okay, I'm the bus driver.
Yeah.
Okay. Is my friend going to suppose he's a tourist first, or and then I correct him, or I start?
Yeah. Let's have Hussein. Can you start out?
Okay. Am I the tourist?
Yeah, you're the tourist.
Yeah. How can I get to Corcovado statue?
Okay. In fact, he pronounced it
quite
well. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Corcovado. That's all right. Well, you can take a bus up to Tijuca. That's the name of a neighborhood nearby. And then you get a van to go up the hill, or a train. Then you choose. Then you can choose.
Okay. And Hussein, do you have anything else to say?
Thanks.
Okay, that was pretty simple. Nice. And so, do you live in Rio, Helena?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's funny. Okay, cool. Perfect. You'd be the great bus driver then, I guess. All right, yeah. So I guess if that was fast, but let's go to the next page. And Hussein, can you read the comic?
Comics. Read and discuss. Tom, this is Kate from the office. Boy, you are hard person to reach when you are on vacation.
Nice. And so, Ismail, can you ask Ken the first question?
Ken, has something like this ever happened to you?
Maybe the first question first.
Oh,
Let's go
okay.
there.
Ken, what do you think about this comic?
Yeah, it's funny, and because maybe he didn't bring any phone, cell phone at the beach, so yeah, kind of he want to escape from that his work or something. So and yeah, when I was a kid, I often do this thing. You know, if I approach the shell to the ear, I hear the sound of the wave, kind of sound. So I sometimes brought back the shell from the beach, and I often I listen to the sound of the beach by the shell.
Yeah. Back from the beach to listen to the sound of the waves. Good.
Yeah.
It's funny because maybe he didn't bring a cell phone. You said at the beach. What preposition would we use?
On the beach.
Not quite.
In.
Close.
In, at, on. What else? To the beach.
Yeah, to the beach.
Oh, I see. Wow.
And he wanted to escape work, or he wanted to escape from work. Nice. I think that's good. And so, what's it saying about escaping from work, Anatoly? What's it saying kind of about work?
He tried to relax on his vacation, and this picture illustrated us that it isn't possible.
Okay.
For modern people in nowadays.
Yeah, for sure. And so, Helena, has this ever happened to you? Has something like this ever happened to you?
Yeah, it did, and I think he's right. We shouldn't take our cell phones or keep our cell phones on when we're on vacation. That's the only way to have a break, a real break from work.
Nice. And we good. That's the only way to have a real break from work.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. I think that's definitely true. Yeah. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Any questions? Okay. Good. Let's go to the next page. And so, Helena, can you ask Hussein this question?
What's the best phone ringing? What's the best thing, the most interesting, the luckiest, or the most fun that has ever happened to you on a trip? Should I answer, or am I asking someone?
Just asking. Yeah, and
Okay.
Hussein, can you answer?
All right.
I come across a friend, maybe.
Okay. So when you came across a friend, where were you, and how did you come across him?
But I just made up. I uh, I actually I didn't have an answer.
Pardon?
I cannot answer the question because it is not. It is difficult to answer for me.
Okay, because it's... So, what about when you came across your friend? So, where were you? Where were you when you came across your friend?
I visited. I have visited my family, and I came across a friend who I didn't see him for 3 years.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Can you read the sentence? Maybe actually we would use Can you read that one more time?
Okay, I was visiting my family and I came across a friend who I had not seen for 3 years.
Nice. And did you do anything with your friend?
Yes, and we went to coffee shop and we talk.
Okay. So we went to a coffee shop and we talked.
Yeah.
Nice. That sounds good. That sounds great. Hussein, can you ask Ismail the same question?
Okay. What is the worst thing that has ever happened to you on a trip? Sorry, did you hear me?
Ismail? Okay, can you ask Ken the same question?
Okay, Ken, what's the worst thing that has ever happened to you on a trip?
Worst thing? Kind of one of the worst things happened during my trip, and on the way home back from America to Japan, I have to transit the airplane in Texas airport. But however, after I got on the airplane didn't start, and pilot said, "You need, please wait inside the plane 30 minutes." And after 30 minutes, pilot said, "Engine trouble was detected, and please get off the plane and waiting for the lobby for 30 minutes." But 30 minutes kind of, how can I say, took 4 more hours in the end. I was exhausted
Oh
at the
man,
airport.
that's awful. That's awful. Yeah, that's one of the worst things is when you get really long delays.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And Ken, can you ask Anatoly one of these two questions? So can you choose which question to ask Anatoly?
Okay. Anatoly, what is the best thing most interesting, luckiest, most fun that has ever happened to you on a trip?
Hmm. It is difficult to answer honestly because so many good things happened during vacation. But I can remember last trip which I have just 2 weeks ago when we visited safari in the you can see in my screen
Yeah,
a picture which took my daughter. We
a picture which my daughter took.
yes, my daughter took. We were riding on this tramway, like tramway, and uh, if you uh, mankind came to this vehicle and they asked fruits from tourists, and tourists were glad to give them that fruits and to take lots of photos, pictures like this.
Okay, and take lots of photos. Cool. Yeah, that's a really beautiful picture. Really close to the monkeys for sure. Awesome. Yeah, that sounds great and really recent. And what about you, Helena? What's the best or the worst thing that's ever happened to you on a trip?
Um, nothing very serious, but once I was in Paris with my husband, and we were riding on the subway, and it was a quite old train, so the doors closed really quickly. And he was inside the train, he was on the train, and I was outside. So the train left, and we didn't have cell phones, and we kind of got lost for a few minutes. I didn't know what to do, if I should wait for him where I was, or if I should take the next train and meet him where so it was. Now it's very funny, we laugh a lot at it when we tell it to our friends, but at the moment we got really scared because we didn't have a plan. If something like this happens, what should we do? And so we used our instincts, and luckily both of us had the same thoughts, but it could be a lot it could be a lot worse.
It could have been a lot worse for sure. So what did you do?
I took the next train and left at the next station, and he did the same. He left at the next station, and we met there.
Nice. That's good. That's crazy. Yeah, really good idea though. I don't know if I would have waited around or if I would have taken the next train. That's tough.
Yeah, because if we had talked about it before, it would have been easier. But
Definitely.
But as we didn't, so I had no idea what to do. Okay, is he coming back, or is he going straight to our destination? Are we going to meet there? Are we going to meet at the next station? Are we going back to our hotel? So there were so many options to do, and luckily we had the same thoughts, and we met at the next station. But it could have ruined the day.
Yeah.
We're lucky it didn't.
Definitely. Hussein, what would you have done? What would you have done, Hussein?
Sorry?
Yeah, did you listen to her story? Did you listen to the story?
Yes, but not very carefully.
Okay. Ismail, what about you?
Sorry, I couldn't hear this story because I had a call.
Okay. Ken, what about you? What would you have done, Ken?
Sorry, I couldn't get the story.
Okay.
I'm very sorry.
Anatoly, what about you? What would you have done?
About best story thing or worst?
Not quite. So, Helena was in a subway, and her husband got on the train, and the doors
Yes.
closed before she could get on. So she didn't know if she should wait, or if she should go, or if they should meet at the destination or at the hotel. So what would you have done if you were separated from the person you were traveling with by a subway?
I know one very important rule. Don't move away from the place where we lost, when you lost. And in that case, it is possible only if a person who wrote, who was locked inside the train, he needed to stop on the next station and wait when
Okay.
other person, when Helena
Okay.
came.
Cool. Yeah, that would be a good idea too. And awesome. So unfortunately, we're just about out of time. Does anyone have any last questions?
No.